only thing old about me, darling, is my money. In the land of excess, I find my riches within.
Take it from me. If you know how to stay chill, you'll never get burned. I may be building glass houses, but you'll never see me crack. The desert might be hot, but I always find the shade.
If you're jealous of me, that's okay, honey. I would be too.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in. This is Ray with Ray All Day. Real Housewives of Dubai, Season 2, Episode 1. Did y'all see Season 1? It was pretty good. The ladies are back. It looks like we have a new replacement. I forgot, what's her name? Nina? The previous very wealthy housewife married to I think the jeweler or somebody. Anyway. Her name is Talene. So we have Ayan, Lisa, both Carolines. We all know the British Caroline we call her Stansberry. And the American Caroline, sometimes they call her Brooks. And Sarah. And everybody's back except for, I think her name was Nina. And Talene is a very good friend of Caroline Brooks. So Caroline has an ally. Now, if I haven't already said, thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please don't forget to like and comment. Let me know how you like it, or if you don't. If you've seen it already, if I got something wrong, if I got something right, whatever the case may be, I appreciate it. Oh boy. Season 2, Episode 1. It was a little something, don't you think? Now, the one thing that's kind of scary is the relationship with Ayan and Lisa. It seems like they're going to have a tiff and possibly not be best buds, but we're going to find out later on the season. You know, according to that trailer that came out, ooh, child, there's a little something. But yeah, let's get right on to it. So first, Lisa and Ayan are playing paddle. They describe it, well, not they. Lisa describes it as something like tennis. It looks just like tennis, just like this pickleball phenomenon. It looks just like tennis. Somebody point out the difference, because I haven't seen the difference in either of those. But anywho, so then, they're playing. Ayana's learning how. She comes in with full couture gloves. There's 90 plus degrees. Girl, where are you going? Where are you going? Full everything. Makeup, weave, long, thick. Got to be at least 280 density. No shade, but girl, where the ponytail? I mean, look, even me, I have to put the wig down because where I'm at in the high desert, California, baby, Southern California, honey, it's about to be trip dig. And right now, it was 90 something today. I know that for doggone show. Sat in the garage, sipping on my sip. Just watching the neighbors barbecue. Now, first of all, how you gonna barbecue and it smell like incense? Somebody help me understand that. I'm just saying, I didn't smell no hint of a B, or a Q. Now here I am talking about the neighbors. I'm supposed to be talking about Real Housewives of Dubai. Listen, Word to the wise, if your barbecue don't smell like B and the Q, something going on. What's on the grill? What's smoking? Because all I smell is incense. So what? Now, what nothing else I smell? You know what I'm saying? Saying that people use incense for. You know what I'm saying? Saying, but I smell like what is it? I smell like incense, and then you smell again. No hint of barbecue in the air. Usually, if somebody 3 blocks over is barbecuing, you smell the cue. So, child, I don't know. My neighbors got some explaining to do. Luckily, they didn't bring over a plate because we ain't that type of neighbor. Anywho, what was I saying? Oh, Lisa and Ayan playing paddle. Child, just like tennis. They're playing tennis, y'all. They want to call it something else. They're playing tennis. Just because a racket is different don't mean it ain't tennis. That's what I said. I'm sticking to it, okay? So they stopped playing tennis, and they, you got to get the gossiping. They got the gossiping, and they're talking about the VVIP versus the VIP when Beyonce was over there going, ah, 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 okay, I ain't even gonna embarrass myself because my name, child, is Ray Ray. Now I got a couple of notes I can belt. I got a couple of notes I can hold on to. I'm just playing with y'all, but yeah. So they were talking about the Beyonce renditions and everything that she did over there in the Dubai. Apparently, some new hotels opening to carrying on. So they were talking about where they sat and who they was canoodling with, and Ayan said, "Oh yeah, I was dancing with Beyonce Mama and some other folks and who." Then they flash into the confessionals of Stansbury. Oh yeah, I was down there on the floor with her and the other Caroline, right? Talking about, yeah, we was down there. I could smell Beyonce's hair conditioner. I was so close to her. But Ayan and Lisa were way in the boondocks, child, up in the nosebleeds. Apparently, the nosebleeds was the VVIP. Okay. I guess that's similar to the boxes that be in the arenas when you way over there. Not up close and like so I guess who was that? Stansbury and Caroline had the orchestra seats because Stansbury said, well, Beyonce was splashing water and it got on me, so I was real close. I guess I don't. They arguing over the seats and listen. We don't care. We saw Beyonce too, and we was at home, billion miles away. So now what? Yeah, so again, they just gossiping, talking about they was over there and we was over here and we had the best seats in the house, and not everybody was not everybody was invited, but I was, girl. Apparently, all y'all was invited because all y'all got something to say. But then they flashed to Sarah's confessional after she was there. So, oh no, I don't go to those things, Sarah. What does that mean? I can't wait to hear what that means, child. What underlying tension is going on with that? So yeah, they're just going back and forth, and I'm just real curious to see how their friendship, meaning Lisa and Ayan's friendship, how that became an issue. But anyway, Stansbury's next. So her and Sergio's in the car. He's about to drop her off and have some lunch with the ladies, and she's ignoring him on her phone. And he want a baby, and she's like, "Listen, I'm old. I'm tired." And whoop de whoop. And he's still hounding her for a baby. So apparently they have an embryo. It's a boy in the freezer, and they waiting on something. I guess they're waiting on the house to get finished because they still building that house. Now, throughout, what's funny is Yeah, a year ago we started building our house. Now they flash back to 2021. What year are we in? 2024. And I don't know why production keeps putting this year up. I don't know if they're trying to give Bravo a message about a year ago, meaning 3 years ago, because of course it's been quite some time since Dubai season 2 is premiering. Now I hope this ain't like Real Housewives, what's the thing called? Love and Marriage DC, where they're arguing over something from 2022 because that's when it was filmed, and they stopped filming in 2023. They stopped filming a year ago, but it premiered a year after they stopped filming. So they're kind of reliving things, you know what I'm saying? So I wonder, does is this the same thing that the production on Bravo is doing as well? Because they keep flashing back. Whenever someone says a year ago, they flash to 2021 on there, and baby, it's 2024. So apparently this was filmed in 2022. Girl, girl, girl. Okay, what's really going on? Yeah, so they got embryos, and excuse me, correction, and embryo. This is just one little boy that's frozen. Poor thing is freezing over there. Get him out. Next, we got Caroline's grand opening. Well, not the grand opening, but she's opened up what she calls the Glass House Salon, and she said business is booming. Good for her. And she said in order for it her business to open the way it did, she's doing it with money, and apparently she's using her ex-husband's money. Now, trigger warning for anybody. She did mention that she's using him and his money to open up her business. I remember that from the last time that they were on. But she did mention how I think she's using the fact that he used to hit her as a means for him to do things for her he may not ordinarily do. He apologized on film. I remember her saying that was a big feat for him, considering his temperament and how he is as a person, which is interesting. The word weaponize is often used nowadays when describing someone's behavior and what they're utilizing as a tool in order for them to gain sympathy or for them to be recognized and treated fairly. So it kind of rubs me a little bit the wrong way if, in fact, she's weaponizing her past abuse in order for her to get what she wants. But then again, it's her abuse. So should she not use it as she needs be? That didn't even sound right. Should she use that as she needs it, in order for her to get what she wants? That's real interesting. I hope I'm not reading that wrong, but K Sarah, she did say that their relationship is better. They flashed a picture of him, and their son, and she's in the middle of her son and him. So that's interesting. She feels safe and secure enough to even let him touch her in that way. So, it is what it is. And I've never been in that situation, but I will say, I hope that everything will be great for her moving forward, and kudos to her business. Next, we got Sarah. Sarah is healing. She's on a healing journey, right? Again, trigger warning. She's talking about past hurts. Her first husband beat on her. Second husband cheated on her. And she's just having problems navigating in relationships to where they hurt her in a way that she needs all this spiritual healing. But she did say it's kind of common for her, is it religion? I'm still not keen, not too. I'm a little ignorant to whether it's her ethnicity or if it's a religious thing, or I'll say culture. I think she may have used the word culture. So I'll just say culture, just, because I'm not quite sure of how she described it. She did give a generalization of it, widely used where she is and where she lives. So I'll just say culture. So Sarah is healing, and that's good for her. Everybody needs a healing in whichever form. She's using a shaman, and I think on the Real Housewives, we've seen some shaman being used here and there and here. I believe the last time we saw it was on Married to Medicine when Phaedra brought the shaman over for the ladies. Child, maybe we'll get into Phaedra, but anywho, yeah, Sarah's healing. Good for her. Lisa at soccer practice with her 3 little boys. Now, get this, y'all. Woo, child. Okay, so they finally got in, her little boys. They're playing soccer. The reason why they're playing soccer is they have to have special private practices due to them being enrolled in a school that they got into that plays soccer. So apparently they're grooming the kids to be famous soccer players. And in order for them to go to the school, they have to participate in the soccer at school and again have these private practices. And then she made a joke about perhaps one day they'll be professional, and that's her and her husband's, retirement plan. Hey, whatever works, because folks do it over here in the USA. It's all good. But yeah, it was really cute. And also, she's taking care of her business, making sure her website is good, and she's competing with non-maternity wear clothing line. So I haven't seen anything of hers. Again, I ain't pregnant, ain't about to be, don't want to be, don't know anybody who am, but I'm about to find out. I'm gonna log on and see what that's all about. I'll log on tomorrow. I got time tonight. But yeah, Lisa is doing her big one. And then the ladies have lunch, child. Ladies, meaning Ayana and Stanbury, they have lunch and they talk about the worry for their kids going to USA for college because it's so violent in USA. Where they live, of course, people scared to do something wrong because, I don't even want to say nothing that'll be misconstrued as a dig to culture or whatever, but we all know, and if we don't, the rules are strict over there. People mind their business, and the crime is hardly any. They say their kids over there can catch a cab and do this and do that, go here and go there without a worry. But over here, oh my gosh, we don't know what's going to happen to them. Yeah. That's what's going on. But what bothered me was Ayan mentioned all of the Princeton and Harvard and Yale. She doesn't mention nothing about an HBCU. I guess they're sticking to the rich and famous of it all, right? I guess whatever. But yeah, they're worried about their kids coming to USA for college. Then they talk about trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. So then I get on the subject of the mention of the clitoral circumcision that Ayan and her sister and other little girls got over there. Is it Ethiopia? I forgot what country she's from. Oh, wow. Anyway, there's a certain part of a country over there on the continent of Africa that perform clitoral circumcisions on little girls. And so she was a victim of that. And if you haven't seen season 1, go watch it because she talked about it. And during that time on season 1, Sarah, who I mentioned has the big healing journey going on, she helped her. She wanted her to talk about it and get it out, and, be open about it. And maybe, how they say, oh, maybe it'll help someone. And well, first of all, it's not always about that, about helping somebody else. It's about helping whoever is dealing with it, right? Whether or not they want to blurt it out, I don't think we should force them. Just in my opinion, they should deal with it on their own. But since she did talk about it, apparently online, Ayan felt uh, troubled because of some things Sarah was saying about her being a victim and wanting to hurt other people's feelings and not taking ownership of using, again, weaponizing her childhood traumas and being a BICTH, shout out to Mama D, to the other ladies, right? So apparently translations was lost, and what Ayan was accusing Sarah of, Sarah was like, no, that's not what I was saying. And Ayan was like, yes, what you said. Sarah's like, no, that's not what I said. But then Sarah rebutted with a lot of nasty things she felt Ayan was doing to her, laughing at her possibly modeling. And Ayan was like, well, I thought it was funny. Ha ha ha. You know, so apparently both of them misconstrued each other's online commentary about each other, right? But I really hate how I really hate sometimes how production cut and paste things to make it seem like they're not really listening to each other. And I really would appreciate that production not manufacture beef. You know, it's time for production to step in and roll footage and record footage of them actually listening to each other and resolving in the moment, more so than showing us mess all the time. I mean, to me, it's just getting way too old, especially when the women are of a certain age. Now, if they're 20 something like Summer House, Martha's Vineyard, that's that's gonna happen because frontal lobes barely closing, and they haven't lived long enough to really get that experience in learning how to deal with folks. So you can expect it there, but not when folks is 40 and 50. 38 and up is 36 and up actually is a good age for folks to be resolving in the moment. Now I can see if it's a really heated situation, maybe over money, or because that may take a while, child, or over business, that may take a while, child. But if it's something silly as them misunderstanding, it's time for production to step in, cut. Okay, you're not hearing each other. I mean, try and resolve certain stupid stuff. I'm just saying that they're too old for this. They're too old for this. Woo, they're too old for this. But yeah, that's what happened at that little lunch. And I'm surprised Ayan and Stansbury got together. I should have said that first. Next, we got Caroline. They have a little light dinner, right? Caroline Brooks and what's her name? Talene. And of course, the gossip start, and they start talking about Stansbury and how Stansbury kind of, said some things to Caroline about Talene's behavior at Beyonce. They call it at Beyonce, not at the grand opening of whatever that hotel was, at Beyonce. And of course, Caroline brings it back to Talene. Caroline expects for the mess not to be there and for Caroline to bring up her frustrations at the time when she's communicating things about her BFF. But I think Caroline, again, is producing and manufacturing beef. So, things will be a little puffed up for the cameras. I think that's how Caroline works. She's a little tricky. I got her number. I got that Huzzy's number. Okay, I'm just saying. But yeah, so if Stansbury didn't know, she gonna find out in episode 2, if not episode 1, that Caroline and Talene are road dogs. Hashtag road dogs. Okay, I'm surprised she ain't know by now. And then we got the Good Weather Girls brunch where everybody is there. Lisa, Ayan, the new girl Talene, Stansbury, Caroline, and Sarah. So apparently the girls are trying to get to know each other a little better. Stansbury first walks in after Lisa and Diane are there to make sure everything is copacetic. I think Lisa was hosting it. And Lisa is being very cordial, even though at the reunion child, it was like, ooh, what's really going on? That's why I was like, how was Ayanna Stansbury having lunch the other day? Because that's the season 1 reunion was a very heated between them three. And anywho, so Lisa kind of not really apologizes, but tells Stanbury, I may have misjudged you. I think considering that Ayan and Stansbury are getting to know each other a little better, Lisa is, she said, I'm pretty much giving Stansbury a second chance at life. But she's still cautious. And Stansbury's like, yeah, girl, whatever. I don't give a damn about you. And then, the girls walk in, and as Sarah is talking about her healing and her healing journey about things, Ayan starts to get upset. And Ayan not blurts out, but she starts addressing Sarah about how upset she is about the commentary online, like I mentioned before, all that back and forth and back. And then so Stansbury stops all the bickering and said, listen, I'm trying to eat my bread. Why don't y'all go over there and talk and leave us out the group chat? I know that's right, Stansbury. Shoot. Y'all go over there with all that. So they go over and talk, didn't resolve anything, come back to the table, yelling and fussing and cussing. And that was pretty much it. And we're going to find out what's going to happen the rest of the season, child. It's a mess. Stone cold mess. But anyway, that was Real Housewives of Dubai, season 2, episode 1. Are y'all here for it? I am. I like to see luxury at its, finest, child. And Ayan is giving us couture every episode. That's what I love. Let's see it. Let's see some stuff we ain't seen before. You know what I'm saying? So that was it, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. Hope to see you again real soon.